Today happens to be our last episode on measurement in science. And today we will be having some practical questions which concern about clock and ammeter, which reads time. Yeah, so we are going to learn how to count for T1 up to T5. And we will also learn how to count for our currents, which is I1 up to I5. Because currents reads or ammeter reads current, so we need to learn how to count for currents and those stuff. This is a practical session in integrated science which always come. This is a past question which someone sent to me so that I actually teach him or her how to solve it. I don't want to mention the person's name so that you get to know, but I told him or her that I'll be solving such practical on my channel so that he will get it. But I want each and every one of you to benefit from this episode. That's why I decided to upload this video on my channel. So let's go. But the channel is Campus with Salvation, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and also like our videos. The most important is you subscribe and share so that when we upload any video, you'll be the first person to get. Yeah. So let's proceed on. But don't forget to comment under the comment section in case you don't understand anything or you want us to solve any question of your own choice. Or you can also DM me on Instagram at original_salvation79. Yeah, it's very important. So you can, people have been DMing me, and even I have been visiting some various senior high school in Ashanti region, and I'll be uploading them, interviewing some students, girls and boys, and also they put out their social media handles on display. So I urge each and everybody to stay tuned and watch out. We have a quality content for you guys, so just subscribe and share our link so that we build a very broad channel to benefit both of us. Okay, so let's proceed on. This question was sent to me, and I wanted each and every one of you to benefit from, because integrated science, this is a past question in integrated science, and you need to learn how to count for this T1 up to T5, also the ammeter, which is current from I1 to I5, before you can able to plot your graph in the practical section. Because not able to count for this, there is no way you can plot a graph in integrated science, because this is what you are going to use. Maybe you learn how to plot the graph, but I don't have a graph board here. That's my main challenge. So I need sponsors. If anyone or any one of you watching this video can sponsor, we can have materials for these lessons. Okay, so let's boss on. We have our clock here, and the question says we should count T1 up to T5 for this clock. Yeah, but before, we have rules and objective for calculating for this particular clock. Yeah, there are some principles you need to obey before you calculate or count for T1. Before you even start, you need to get your scale, and after getting the scale for this clock, you will multiply each count, which is, maybe if you calculate for T1, you multiply the T1, the value of T1, by the scale, so that you get the figure you get will be the T1, the actual value for T1. So let's proceed. Okay, so let's get our scale for this clock. Okay, scale for the clock. And let me remind you, this is our last episode of measurements, and our next topic will be under chemistry, which is more concepts, as I said earlier on, or as I said in our previous measurement videos. I said it that our next topic will be on more concepts, which is one of the most important topic in chemistry or science in general, because without learning more, there is no way we can even offer integrated science or science as a whole, because in every aspect of science topic you might meet a question on mole or even some aspect of mole. So just stay tuned and learn more concepts as we learn measurements. So let's go. Let's get our scale for this clock. Learn how to get the scale. So let's proceed. For you to get the scale, this is how it goes. The figure here, the first figure you see here, divide this 0 from the, or like subtract this 0 from the first figure you see here, which is 1. So it goes like this. After dividing it, subtract it by the small divisions in between the 0 and the 1. So it's very simple. Let's go. So it goes like this: 1 minus 0 divided by the small division. So don't start from 0, start from here, which is between this and this. So listen, we are counting them. 1. Please don't start from 0. Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are dividing it by the small divisions, and by counting them, we had 5. So you just divide it by 5. So 1 minus 0 divided by 5, you just punch on the calculator, and the answer you get will be the scale for this clock. And having the scale means you are going to multiply each count by the scale. So let's proceed. So 1 minus 0 divided by 5 will give you 0.2. Okay, which is equal to 0.2. So this is our scale. So we have our scale for now. So we can now calculate our T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. And it's very simple. So let's start from T1. This is how we count it. Please don't consider this anymore. There was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please don't consider them anymore. We are just concentrating on where the arrow points, because where the arrow points indicated T1 here. So listen, 1, and in between the 1 and this bar, 1. So in between would be 0.5, which is half. So it's 1.5 because it couldn't touch or couldn't pointed on this figure. If it was pointed on this figure, it will be 2, exactly 2. But here it's in between this and this, so it's 1.5. Yeah, or 1.5. 0.5 is the same as half. 0.5 is equal to half. This and this are the same. So if I said 1.5, I can also say 1.5. Yeah, it's very simple. So let's proceed. So we are counting for T1. The T1 force, or the arrows force, in between this. So it's 1.5 times this scale, which is 0.2. And which is equal to, so 1.5 divided by 0.2 will give us 0.3 as our T1. Yes. So we just have our, this is 0.3 seconds. Let me bring seconds because we are calculating for time, and time is measured in seconds. So our T1 is 0.3. Let's go to T2, because as you see the procedure for calculating or counting for T1, I can see that you guys can even count for T2 by yourself. So let me rush because we have a lot to do and the video shouldn't be long. Okay, so T2, the arrow pointed here. So let's go. Here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's in between 7 and the 8. So it will be 7.5 times 0.2. Yeah, 7.5 times 0.2. So the answer you get to be your T2. 7.5 times 0.2. The answer you will get 1.5 seconds. very simple like that. So that will be your T2. Let's count for T3. T3. So let's also start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in between the 12 and the 13 is half. So T3 will be 12.5 times 0.2, which will give us 12.5 times 12.5 times 0.2 will give us 2.5. Yeah, very simple. 2.5 seconds. Please don't forget to bring the seconds too, because that one too is very important. Okay, T4. So let's start from here again. T4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17.5 because the arrow falls in between this and that. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.5. So 17.5 times 0.2 is equal to 17.5 times 0.2 is equal to 3.5 seconds. We are calculating for time, so it must measured in seconds. For that one, don't forget. T5. So we are calculating for T5, which is also simple. So let's start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It falls exactly on the 4, so which is 20. So we have 20.0 times 0.2 will give you 20 times 0.2 will give us 4, exactly 4.0 seconds. So this is how we solve set questions. This one every year. This is a past question, but we have a similar one each and every year under integrated science, physics practical, and you will use this to plot a graph. Now I think plotting the graph is very simple. Or if not, if I have a graph board, I could have do that for you guys to know how to do it. But doing this graph, you must still know how to plot a graph, because I think you all offer maths, core maths, others two are science students. So plotting the graph is very simple. So you know how it goes. This is very simple and very interesting. Knowing how to solve it is very interesting. But do you know something? Many students find it difficult to do such practicals because they even don't know how to even get their skill and those stuff. But I think this episode or this video will help you guys know or learn how to at least count for the following instruments. This one is a clock, and this one too is an ammeter. And the ammeter, don't forget, we learned it in our first episode that this ammeter reads current. So the symbol for current is I. That's why we have I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. And the SI unit for current is ampere, capital E. So we are coming to tackle this one too, because this and this are past questions which you are going to use to plot a graph. So I'm here to let you know how to count for these. Yeah, so very simple. When I'm done with this, so let's tackle it. Please do well and capture them, because it's very simple. Getting your skill, multiply each count by the skill, and that's all. You are done. Very simple, but some will find it difficult. Don't forget our next topic will be under chemistry, which is mole concept. But before mole concept, I have some interesting video for you guys, which I visited some various schools in the Ashanti region. I interviewed some students, especially the girls and the boys too. And the video was very interesting. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the notification bell so that you will be notified in case I upload every video. So don't forget. That video is very interesting, and I allowed the girls to bring out their social media handles plus their telephone numbers where the guys can DM them. They are very nice. You can DM them, but don't go and pay them. Just be friends with them, keke. Hope you get me right. Okay, so let me clean it and tackle this instrument there. I think it also follows the same principles, but slightly different. Hope you get me right. It follows the same principle because having the scale for this ammeter is the same procedure, but you know how it has been drawn. No? I think someone is afraid because of the drawing keke. No? Someone is even scared, but it's very simple. So scale for ammeter. So let's get our scale. The same principle. So we have 0 here. We have 0 here. Please watch it. We are going to use the same principle here. So here, the first figure here minus the 0 here. 1 minus 0. Divided by where it will fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had it to be 10. So divided by 10, which is equal to 1 minus 0 divided by 10, 0.1. So our scale for this particular ammeter is 0.1. The same principle that we are using. 1 minus this 0 divided by the small divisions here in between. So very simple. So after having your scale, you just count I1. So you multiply each count by the scale 0.1. So it's very simple. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It falls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the I1 falls exactly on the 5. So we have 5 times the 0.1. Which will give us 5 0.1, which will give us 0.5. And we are calculating for current, which is ampere. So you just bring your capital A. I2, the same thing. I2, it also falls here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you have 11 times 0.1, which will give you 11 times 0.1 will also give you 1.1 ampere. So as it goes, the same thing. So exactly on where it falls. So this is I3. So just know where it falls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 0.1 is equal to 18 times 0.1 will give us 3.6 ampere. So we have I4. I4 to we have here to be 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21 times 0.1 will give us times 0.1 will give us 2.1 ampere. So very simple as that. 18 times. Here should be. We did a mistake. Here should be 1.8 ampere. Yes, so that here will be 2.1. You shouldn't exceed this one. Hope you will get it. Yes. So let's calculate for the last one, I5, which is here was 21, right? So I4 was 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 times 0.1, which is equal to, just calculate, just point on the calculator, 25 times 0.1, which is equal to 2.5 ampere. So very simple, and this is how we also calculate for the ammeter or the current on the ammeter. So very simple, and I think I took my time to explain it very well, so this shouldn't be a problem for you guys. It's very simple. So whenever you have mock or your final year exams, when you get any practical section concerning this, you can able to solve them, plot the graph and do everything. Very simple. And let me remind you, I'm ending this episode with this announcement. Please, if you can sponsor, we've opened our windows or our doors for sponsorship. Yeah, it's very nice, because I'm very sure we are going to build a very broad channel which will help each and every one of us. But don't forget to subscribe, share and like our videos. Also comment everything you don't understand under the comment section. Very simple as that. Please, hope you all get me right. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, so we have a video, we have more concept after this episode, but before then I have a video for you guys. Yeah, very interesting, very nice and interesting, so watch out for our next episode. Thank you and love you all. Have a blessed day. And the name still remains Salvation, and the channel is Campus with Salvation. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye bye.